Today I had a rather perplexing question that people should know about. It's something that's called still life with the Carafe of milk. I am the only person in the world that can really trust myself, so I decided to get the answer to this question. One thing I know about this drink is because it had a few instances. As I can remember, it was blasted by a milk machine that that was made with two secret ingredients that was made 3 years ago to see if it can organically make a milk like that with the taste. And legitimately, it had no taste in it, and unsurprisingly, it wasn't performing super well in the box office. They had a milk machine in the box office where it's really floundering, but in the reception, it's where people are saying the the milk is not turning out quite right. And initially, people did not have any milk on Earth. I have no plans on seeing this film, and people was not too interested in making any milk like that. They didn't want to make like any bad movies, you know, like I to put in it, and what people were saying were and what people were saying about it is that because they don't want to film any bad movies like with the wasp just making a nest in it. And this lady had to make some milk last night, and I had to confirm for myself whether or not. It was it was really ridiculous, and people would actually something would say about just making milk like that. They would actually something would say like this, that that they would just wiggle their finger and say, actually, well, milk is not made like that. It's like a design for children. If it doesn't turn out quite right, it's so ridiculous because as you become an adult, that milk is like designed for kids, but it's really enjoyable for like all ages if you're making a quality product. It's but even if it's attended to milk, it's still for children, but it should still be enjoyable to anyone of any age. But milk is still a good product. Like it's used to understand things and to be extremely good at it at something like the Incredibles, and I think it's like an unbelievable product of a masterpiece of a movie that's like even at 29 years old. But I'm not the only person that that like make milk like that. I still appreciate it. Like as an adult, they had to set up their own milk machine. Some and some and some milk machines are way too expensive. But as you become an adult, it's just so good. Like they only have to put the ingredients that they have to put in it. To shake it up, if you want, just put some chocolate flavoring in it, maybe strawberry or maybe strawberry flavoring in it, whatever it is. But somehow the milk got shredded by most people, and the milk machine got blasted everywhere. And this lady did it all wrong. It was shredded by most people, and I think it's the only safest milk machines like they had, like Safe Wishes. And Jeremy made a lot. He made a lot of interesting products about milk, about the point for himself. Like it's unintentionally like unserved, like like as an allergy. But if you're sick, you are losing your like you are like you're just like losing your own taste of milk. And if it doesn't turn out good, it's got the point for itself where it's unintentionally served as an allergy. But what but what milk has is that it's gotten wishes and expectations that they love to see at a milk machine, because I know they had a milk machine in the box office, which they did. But it's like the safest milk machine. Like the safest milk machine like they would use is that they would just make a movie out of it, and they would just use as an allergy if you're sick about it. but Johnny didn't do it quite good. Like, I think it does a good job. It's very consistent, it's fun, but Jeremy is not doing it correctly. It's objectively horrible about this film. It's so horrible that it's just so, like, it's so determinative of of like every drink you take is ever made by people. Nothing out of it. Like, even the numbers are just pretty uninspired. There is only one thing that stood out of me is like pretty good, and it's like the second song of like in the film. But every drink you take, it's like so unforgettable. And you just put some fruit in it. Like, you gotta like use a measuring cup and just fill it up to like 2 cups or something. And if you want to just put some fruit in it, then nothing turns out as like pretty uninspired. And there is just a lots of fruits that you can just make milk out of. Like, put some strawberries in it, grapes or something like that. But it's like an uninterest. It's so forgettable and just nothing. And I know it is. And that's pretty much the end of my video. And and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.